One, two, three, funk it.
Hey y'all, Farhan Ali here. I guess it's been a while that we didn't see each other, right? I mean, on this shitty YouTube channel. So the purpose of me filming this video tonight is to share with all of you about my industrial training journey. I mean, this very beautiful journey. So without further ado, let's go. You guys must be wondering, what is that building, right? But before that, I would like to share with you what is industrial training. Industrial training is an internship in which trainees are placed in one of the selected organizations to gain work experience in a field related to the graduate program undertaken at the university. So, the agency of my choice is the Institute of Diplomacy and Foreign Relations. You guys must be thinking, what is that? So, who is IDFR and what is IDFR and where is IDFR? If you guys want to know further, let's check it out.
The Institute of Diplomacy and Foreign Relations, also known as IDFR, was established on 1st July 1991 under the Prime Minister's Department following a cabinet decision dated 6 March 1991. It was officially launched that same year on 12 August by then Prime Minister Datuk Seri Dr. Mahathir Mohamad. In March 2004, IDFR officially became part of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Malaysia. Located in the heart of Kuala Lumpur, IDFR is housed in the former building of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. As the ministry's training arm, IDFR conducts training programs from Malaysian diplomatic offices as well as officers from other government, ministries and agencies. Apart from the main diplomatic training courses, IDFR provides mid-career and follow-up professional skills training to help enhance the professionalism of serving officers. The Institute of Diplomacy and Foreign Relations is divided into 5 centers, and I'm currently working under the Center for Leadership, Negotiation, Public Diplomacy, which is known as LNPD.
So the Centre successfully organized 2 public diplomacy workshops, 1 leadership course for mid-level diplomats and attaches, and 1 international negotiation course in which I was involved throughout the courses. So LNPD is also responsible for preparing selected Malaysian public officials for their roles and duties working at Malaysian diplomatic missions. The SPKM Pre-posting orientation course for home-based staff and spouses, another IDFR's flagship course, is a mandatory course and is attended by officers from various ministries and agencies. The 2-week course is conducted 5 times a year, and I was involved, I think, about 3 SPCAM courses, and it was hectic, really. Despite of having many courses in this department, I also participated in organizing events during this industrial training, including roundtable discussions, lecture series, and some office work. This clearly shows that during my industrial training, I began to learn new things in a new environment, which improved my skills in a variety of areas that can broaden my professional competency and help me to do excellent work in my job. The events and the courses that I've joined and participated in and has led me to many things, and one of it is enhancement of skills. Many skills that I've discovered during my industrial training program, and one of it is quantitative and analytical skills. Quantitative and analytical abilities refer to the ability to quantify or analyze a figure accurately. As an intern at IDFR, I learned how to analyze text and scripts as well as conduct a research. Proofreading is also one of my job scope, and it's important to not miss anything. So I need to ensure that nothing goes off with a mistake and make sure that everything is in accordance with the procedures and protocols. Analytical skills are also utilized in creating social media content, organizing the timing of proceedings at an event, as well as in writing reports and evaluations. Many of you know that I have to participate in many courses, so by having this kind of skill, it helps me to write reports based on my evaluation forms and also based on the courses that I've participated in. So the other skill that I've discovered is very famous among us, which is the computer skills. Computer skills are required to effectively use computers and related technologies such as Microsoft Excel, Canva, WebEx, Google Meets, emails, and so on. Basically, Webex, Google Meet, and Outlook are the main communication tools to contact each other, and normally I will use Google Meet to contact my colleagues at the institute. Through Google Meet also, formal and informal meetings will be held, and sometimes I would be tasked with being the minute taker. I also use emails to communicate and send out invitation letters to the participants. Canva and Photoshop are also heavily used to design posters, program books, and slides for my upcoming LNPD courses, where I get to sharpen my creativity skills in designing. And throughout my training, my industrial training, I have produced and designed 2 program books and many posters, since we have a lot of courses and events going on and on every month. Other skills that I've discovered is soft skills. Soft skills is interpersonal skills and present. Many jobs need regular, if not daily, engagement with others. Interpersonal or present skills refer to a person's capacity to engage with people in order to execute a task. And for your information, I don't really talk much with people that I don't know, so it's hard for me at first. So throughout the internship program, I've been given the opportunity to communicate and interact with the diplomats, officers from other ministries, as well as foreign investors, which makes me nervous all the time. I don't think I'm breathing that time, I swear. But based on my experience so far, these engagements are common in events and programs managed by IDFR. I like to believe that these interactions have truly helped me in building my professional and personal capabilities relating to interpersonal skills. Honestly, I say that IDFR has helped me a lot in my communication skills, especially when dealing with all the officers. For this part, the evaluation of outcome, during my 16 weeks of internship, I've been blessed with the opportunity to work in the real world at the Institute of Diplomacy and Foreign Relations. So, for myself, one of the most crucial forms of human interaction is observation. Observation can give us information that aids in understanding what other people are doing and how they are reacting to it. In order for me to succeed at work as an intern at IDFR, I constantly watch my managers, supervisor, and co-workers' attitudes, language, and also body language. When I run into an issue on my assignment and I see that my superiors are preoccupied with something else, I'll try to solve it on my own. If I really can't figure it out, I'll wait till they're not as busy and try to ask them for help. By also observing my co-workers' attitude, I get to help them whenever I can if they seem like they need a helping hand, and vice versa. So for me, this is very important for all of us, especially in the real world of working. As an intern, people, they're always stereotyping about this kind of expected outcome, which is most of the time internships involve doing minor tasks and paperwork. So for me, my expected outcome and versus actual performance is actually during my time in IDFR, I was actually heavily responsible for making sure everything was in line during a program or event. Apart from paperwork, I also required to welcome and accompany speakers. So, and then workplace political issues or high power distance. The working environment in IDFR is very low power distance. During the length of my internship, I got along really well with my subordinates, including supervisor, director, and other officers. The environment in my department is very harmonious, as they're always gathering to recognize the work that has been done. Subsequently, I had a good relationship with my superiors. I felt more at ease communicating with them. Voicing my opinions or asking questions was much easier. And then, working as an intern in the government sector is not much work and gets less pay. My first few weeks at IDFR were difficult because the tasks kept piling up and I hadn't gotten used to the working environment. After a while, I had learned the importance of time management and developing a strong sense of priority. The pay was irrelevant to me because the experience was well worth it though. And then, no interaction between colleagues. I've been blessed with the opportunity to not only interact with members of my department, but also all the members of IDFR. This is because IDFR conducts a lot of events where there are gatherings, such as the high-rise celebration, birthdays, and so on. So that was the expected outcome versus the actual performance. So people out there, stop typing the interns here. My industrial training program can be explained and can be shared through SWOT analysis. SWOT analysis is divided into 4 compartments, which is the strengths, weakness, opportunities, and threats. For the first one, strengths: talented, knowledgeable manpower, and also flexible working hours and time management. And second one is weakness: not adjusted to office culture and lack of physical courses due to COVID-19 restrictions. And the third one is opportunities. Learn how to use a computer as well as design skills and gain knowledge of cultural differences in the workplace. And fourth, threats, communication medium, and also competitive environment. The SWOT is a methodology for identifying and analyzing internal and external elements that may have an impact on the feasibility of a project, product, location, or a person. So here's the part where I'll give some recommendations to organization, students, and also universities. So for the first one is organization. Since IDFR conducts training courses with ministry offices and diplomats, IDFR needs more personnel. Additionally, because IDFR staff is mostly on temporary contracts, it is challenging to adjust to changing management styles. IDFR should therefore concentrate more on long-term personnel retention, and then the majority of staff communicate via WhatsApp, while others resort to emails. In order to keep everyone updated on crucial information, IDFR also requires a platform that is more uniform and standardized. And then for the university part, for me, it is better to convert industrial training to a more flexible for students so that the safety of students is more assured and students can do their homework until it's completed on the due date. And lastly, for students, practical students need to be more open in accepting criticism. Students too should take the opportunity given to add skills because there are many things that can be learned and experienced throughout the period of industrial training. Students must also follow all the rules and ethics that have been set up by the party organization since we're the students and we're still new, so do follow the instructions, yeah? As a conclusion, this industrial training is also a branch to build self-confidence and self-students to face the real world of work that will be encountered in time next. The industry training has also not only boosted my self-confidence for facing the real world of work, but also helping me improve my ways in communicating with the public. Cooperation from training staff, the industry is also very good, and this has taught me how great the meaning of cooperation is. I feel very proud and fortunate to have had the opportunity to undergo this industry training. This matters because at the present time, to get a job in any company, you must have knowledge and skills. So here's the saddest part. I'd like to thank the Institute of Diplomacy and Foreign Relations, IDFR, for everything that you've done to me. For the past 16 weeks, you have been very, very good to me. Thank you again. Until next time, I guess. Bye.